Many people view structural engineering as a commodity or it's a cookie-cutter design for all buildings, but we take a little different approach at AWB Engineers. We try very hard to fit the structure around the owner's process. For instance, in this particular project, we have a room that's roughly 150 by 150, and we just have 3 interior columns within the building. And what that does, it allows the owner to lay out their equipment without any obstructions, but it also gives them flexibility for the future. They can install new equipment without worrying about having a column or some other structural obstruction. So let's go out to the site and we can look at some examples of how we tailor our design to meet the owner's needs and solve some of their problems. This is a good example of how we detail a column for a freezer. What you have is you have the base of the column. It rests on a hard, dense foam pad, and what that does, steel transfers the cold down into the soil, but we don't want that. We don't want to freeze the soil. So this acts as a thermal break to prevent the soil below the foundation from freezing, which would cause it to heave and lift up on the floor. Here in the freezer we have a very economical design. We have steel bar joists that support a metal deck, and they are supported by joist girders. You'll see the X's around the building. That's cross bracing or X bracing, and that provides lateral stability for the building so it doesn't want to rack or move. So a very economical design. In this portion of the building we have a number of utilities that come in from the utility building, and those utilities are very heavy. So we have designed this roof to have more capacity in certain areas to allow for the added weight. In general though, we do increase the capacity of our roof system because that gives the flexibility for the owner in the future so that they can add piping, add utilities later if need be, and still know and feel confident that they've got a roof that can support that load. Up above we have the pipe rack for all the utilities that come into the building so that we are uniformly loading the roof. We've got the racks supporting the utility pipes at each joist. So that just prevents us from overloading a particular joist. To my right we have the utility building, and this is really the heart of this whole operation. All the utilities that it takes to run the main production building comes from here. So we've designed this pipe bridge that will carry all the pipes. We have a catwalk up there that will give access to maintenance staff to get from one building to the other building relatively easy. When we design a pipe bridge, we need to know exactly what's going to go on the pipe bridge, and then we add a little bit of safety factor to that. We need to know really what size pipes, where they're going to be going. One of the challenges with this pipe bridge is the refrigeration pipes have to slope. So you have to account for them starting out at one elevation on one end and ending up at a different elevation on the other end. So that affects some of the detailing that goes into this particular pipe bridge. With this brief tour of this building, I hope I've been able to show that the structural design is not a cookie cutter out of the box design. You have to be creative and you have to understand certain details that are needed to make sure that this building is operated in a way that will meet the owner's needs.